Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dylan Lustig. If you haven't seen part 3, I'm going to go ahead and recommend you watch part 3. I'll go ahead and put that up there. But today we're going to be addressing our hot start issue that we were having with the car. We got the car running. It wasn't misfiring, but it did have a really bad hot start. So I'm going to address why that issue happened and what we're going to do to fix it. So 5th gen Camaros have notoriously bad hot start issues just because of the location of the starter. It's down there by where the headers are. And so it just gets a lot of heat. And so obviously you can get a new starter, or you can heat wrap the starter you have. But one thing that a lot of people do and are successful in doing is adding a ground wire that goes to, there's a ground down there, and then you attach it to the frame, which I had this wire right here. Last video when we fixed our Misfire, we went ahead and took all this stuff apart. I removed that wire. I cleaned my ground wire back there. I started it and the car was running fine. So I didn't want to put the wire back because I didn't know if that's what helped it run fine. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to put something back and then it start being the same problem. So I left it. And then yesterday we took the car on the drive. You see that in part 3. It was driving fine. And then when it was time to hot start, it hated it. It threw up all my lights and then my tack wasn't working. The good news is there's a second location to where you can add that ground wire in the trunk. So if we come over here where our battery is, go ahead and lift this carpet up. Usually you would have a little, that thing right there, I took it out. But anyway, lift the battery up, or the carpet up, I'm sorry. And what you're gonna do, and we'll do it together, but we're gonna attach right from here. The wire's gonna go under there, and then it'll go under that bolt right there, and that gives it another ground. So we're gonna do that together right now, and then we'll see if it makes a difference. All right, I'm gonna try and get you guys as good an angle of this as I can, but first things first, this is just a 10 mil. I'm gonna go ahead and take the connector off. And now we're gonna be putting it under this wire right here, but for now I'm going to put that to the side. So that's a 10 mil, and then this one down here is a 13, and so this one requires a little bit more strength. But whenever that happens, folks, you come over here, or actually over here, and grab this right here. So we get our new wire. We throw it. See, like, I really don't want to do this with the battery connected. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. I'm no electrical expert, so if this blows me up, I'm sorry. So we're gonna throw that wire there, and then we get our bolt that we took off, put it on this side, attach it to the body. Sparks are scary, but they don't do anything. And then grab our 13. I'm sure there'll be some electrical guru in the comments who has years of experience, and he'll tell me I shouldn't have done this, but I'm alive, so couldn't have been that bad. Tighten this one down, then tighten this one down, double check, bam, and then I'll double check the one on the bottom. The one on the bottom was pretty tight, so I'm gonna try and replicate that. Bam. And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Added another ground wire to the trunk back here, and that should help with the hot start issue. Okay, so with that done in the trunk, we added that ground wire. Right now, that's all I'm going to be doing. I'm supposed to take the car into the tuner at 11. Right now, it's like 10:15. So I'm just going to eat some breakfast, and then we'll start this car up, and we'll head out. Hopefully, everything goes smoothly, and my car runs fine. If not, of course, you guys will be the first ones to see it. But let me just go get some food in me, and then we'll hit the tuner up. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now, hopefully, when we start this thing, everything runs fine and that service stability track is gone. Hopefully. The good news is my tachometer is working, the service stability track is gone. That was still kind of a slow start. We did add that ground wire back there. As of what I understand, there's like 3 good locations that you can add ground wires to. So there's one that we did in the trunk. There's another one that you can do from the transmission, the bell housing, up to the chassis. And then the third one is the one that I had up here. So I did the one in the back. If I still have issues, I'll do the one in the transmission. And then if I still have issues, then I'll go ahead and do the one from the engine itself. But for right now, just gonna let the car warm up. We'll take it, see if anything happens. But right now, everything looks good. But of course, I don't have my hopes up. We'll see. We will see. But right now, it's sounding pretty nice. We made it to the gas station just fine, just like last time. I'm parked on the right side this time. But the test isn't gonna be until we restart the car. Right now that it's hot. Hopefully it hot starts normally, but we will see. Now if it starts to slow crank on me, I'm just not even gonna crank it. But yeah. Oh, fired up that time. Yeah. All right, so that wire is doing something. It's not doing nothing. So with that test done, I'm gonna go ahead. I just put a little bit of gas, got it up to half a tank. I'm gonna go ahead and take it up to the tuner and let him plug the computer in and see what he sees. But that is a good sign, ladies and gentlemen. That wire is working. I'm probably gonna add that second ground anyway from the transmission, just to be on the safe side, because it's 93 right now, but it will get hotter in Texas. So let me just go ahead and drive over to the tuner, and then after I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and update you guys. But right now, things are looking up. Alright, there's nothing better than pulling up to the tuner and just, a casual, something light, a little casual McLaren. There's nothing better than pulling up and seeing the McLaren outside, man. Ain't nothing better than that. Alright, we are here. Just so you guys can see again. Shout out to these guys, but we'll see what the computer says. I mean, everything should be good, but it's running good. It started up good. But we're just gonna hook it up to the computer just so we can have peace of mind, see what the tuner sees, and then, hopefully everything's good. All right, you guys, so the last clip you guys saw was on Tuesday. It is now Sunday today. So in the last couple of days, the car has been running amazing, which is the first good news I've had on this car for a long time. But the car's been running amazing outside of 2 hot starts that it's still giving me. So I know that we added that wire in the back, but I'm thinking we're gonna have to add another one, and we'll do that in a separate video. But outside of the hot starts, the car has been running great. Now really quick, I did want to give a big shout out to everybody that's commented, everybody that's reached out to me and just giving me your theories, your suggestions about what could be wrong with the car and what I should do to address it. All those comments, all those messages, they don't go unnoticed. It really does mean a lot. So thank you to everybody that's reached out. All the comments, I do my best to answer them. You guys really did help. And with all that said, the next video that will be coming out will be addressing that hot start issue. So until then, if you guys have been finding the content useful, if you've been finding it entertaining, please hit that subscribe button. It really does go a long way. Leave a comment. I do my best to answer all of you guys' comments. And until that next video, I'm out here.